Hi everyone, I'm Lara and welcome to the College Office. A question I get asked all the time is, what are colleges really looking for in an application? So that's what I'm going to talk about. One of the first things that schools will be looking for is, were you challenged? Colleges want to see that you were taking hard classes and then rising to the challenge. Along with your application, every college will receive what's called your school profile, which has a lot of different information about your school, including the different levels of classes that are offered. So that's not to say that if your school has all of the AP classes, you should take all of the AP classes, but if you're doing well in your classes sophomore and junior year, then you want to find ways to take more advanced classes in junior and senior year. Going along with that, schools also want to see that you've shown improvement throughout high school. Teachers are always saying all 4 years of high school count for college, and they do, but mostly in terms of how much you improve. So I know for me, my freshman year grades were not good. Mostly B's, a few C's, but every year I showed that I could work hard and do better. Even in AP Bio junior year, I had a C+ in the class, but then I got a 4 on the AP and I got straight A's first semester of senior year. There's no way that I could have gotten into NYU based only on my freshman year grades, but I showed that each year I could and would work hard to do better. So schools also want to see that hard work in your extracurriculars, but they also want to see consistency. So right now you might be thinking, yeah, but I only play sports, or I'm only on the debate team, or I only do theater. That's not a bad thing, because that shows your commitment. The thing you want to do now is try and find ways to lead within that chosen thing. So maybe that means becoming an assistant director or a dance captain. Maybe that means tutoring kids after school or assisting coaches in the off season. You don't have to diversify your extracurriculars, you just have to try and find ways to shine within your chosen thing. And so going along with that, another thing that schools are going to be looking for is, are you being authentic? Now I can feel you rolling your eyes thinking, Lara, how do I know if I'm being authentic when I don't even know who I am? Well, to that I say, you don't have to know who you are. Honestly, I figure out who I am like once every 2 weeks. You can't just snap your finger and say, this is who I am, because tomorrow that's going to change. As long as you're being honest and you're doing the things that you love, no matter how unique or out there they might seem, schools are going to see your authenticity. So a couple final notes. Most schools take what's called a holistic approach to reviewing applications, which means they take all the pieces of your application and review them together as pieces of the puzzle that is you. So maybe your sophomore year grades weren't so great, but in your essay you wrote about how your parents were going through a terrible divorce that year. The schools are going to weigh those things against each other and review all of it as one big piece. And a note on test scores. Right now, I'm sure you're all totally freaked out about the SAT or the ACT, and that's okay. You're supposed to be. It's a rite of passage. But I want to give you some perspective on what those test scores will give you. The importance of your test scores are going to depend completely on the schools that you apply to. Here's what your test scores will give you. A leg up at the Ivies and the top tier colleges. Better financial aid opportunities, but that's not the only thing that schools are going to be considering. And in good news, colleges are going to start reaching out to you based only on your test scores. You're probably already getting those emails. So don't just dismiss them as spam, start to really consider the schools that are already reaching out to you. So I'm sure I haven't covered all of your questions, so please feel free to email me at larainthecollegeoffice@gmail.com and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at collegeofficelaw. And today's letter of recommendation goes to another cast album. It's the season for it. The show is called Come From Away, and it's about 9/11, which I know should not seem like it would be a particularly uplifting show to listen to, but it brings such a unique perspective to that terrible day that it's actually really fun and really beautiful, and I kind of can't recommend it enough. Definitely check it out. That's all for now. Thanks for watching me, Lara, in the College Office.